What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another exciting episode of Forever News! In today's episode, we got some stories to talk about. For starters, the creator of Naruto decided to kick up some dust and stir up a little controversy because he made some comments recently regarding My Hero Academia that in one way or another, I know people are going to be going insane talking about it, because while some people may agree, some people are going to get offended, some people are going to be like, what are you talking about? We're going to talk about that in a bit, people, do not worry. But I definitely found it quite interesting, to say the least, and we've seen him champion the series before, so yeah, but we'll get into it. We also got some more info on the upcoming Seven Deadly Sins sequel manga. As most of you may know, there's a new Seven Deadly Sins manga that will be coming, I want to say, next year. We got a little more insight into it, so we will be reading that and talking about it. The editor of Attack on Titan decided to randomly come out and talk about copyright infringement with Attack on Titan, and people, like, you know, uploading it and pirating and stuff like that. So we're gonna get into it. It just kind of feels like, isn't Attack on Titan about to end? Like, what are we doing here? So yeah, we'll discuss though. One of the long-awaited things that people have been talking about for like 20 plus years, we're gonna get a little more insight, and that's regarding Ash's father from Pokemon. Y'all know for years people have theorized, is it Professor Oak? Maybe Gary came back from in a time machine and he's actually his father. But yeah, we're getting some insight according to Ash at that regarding his dad. We will talk about that as well, because that's, again, like decades in the making, should have happened a long time ago. We got a couple of series updates on the sales for some manga, such as My Hero Academia, Chainsaw Man, and we also have a story regarding school dates, because I just, like, maybe 20 minutes ago saw that it was trending on Twitter, and I looked into it. I'm like, okay then. So yeah, people, we've got some stories to talk about today. Without further ado, let's jump into another exciting episode of Whatever News! The only news source that provides anything and everything anime manga related, and we don't bore you. We get into it. Let's do it.
I say we gon' do what we do, no matter how you move, make your move.
That's how it be though. Okay, people, so let's start off with talking some sales numbers. I figured, yeah, let's get the numbers out the way first. For starters, My Hero Academia, it has been confirmed that it now officially has 30 million copies in circulation. Major congrats to Kohei Horikoshi. I want to say when the next few volumes drop, though, that wrap up what's been going on in the manga recently, that number is going to increase very exponentially, and then depending on what the future of the series, what happens next, we could be seeing even more. But 30 million sales, which is really good. Some people look at it and they're like, oh, but you know, Demon Slayer, don't compare. Demon Slayer is an anomaly. You cannot compare anything to what Demon Slayer has done. So I just want to be clear on that. Like, Demon Slayer doing 100+ million in a year and shit, like, that is unheard of. Do not compare anything to Demon Slayer, for the record. Also, we got some really great numbers for Chainsaw Man. As most of you may know by now, it has ended. They got a sequel series and an anime that is incoming in 2021. But Chainsaw Man with no anime, and being as dark and brutal as it was, is currently sitting at 6.4 million copies in circulation. These numbers are damn near identical to what Jujutsu Kaisen did prior to getting an anime as well. So just imagine once we get that Mappa Chainsaw Man anime, Chainsaw Man is going to be enormous. Again, I've been loving Chainsaw Man already for quite some time now, and I can't wait for the sequel. I can't wait for the anime. I can't wait for just in general everything that 2021 has in store. And Chainsaw Man, everybody will know the greatness very shortly, and I can't freaking wait. But shout outs to Chainsaw Man again. 6.4 million sold, no anime. Let's go. Next up, let's talk a little bit of school days. So again, about like maybe 20-30 minutes ago now, as of the recording this video, I saw that School Days was trending on Twitter, and I'm like, what the hell happened? Because as most of you may know, that is one of the most controversial anime of all time due to its ending. But apparently, from what I've gathered, it seems as though there's going to be a debut of Kotonoha as a VTuber online representing School Days. It's not permanent as of right now, but if it gets good feedback and good reception, which I'm seeing, again, it trending everywhere, they're probably going to make it a somewhat of a permanent stay. Yeah, there's a VTuber Kotonoha, which I still am trying to understand exactly what's going on with VTubers stuff. And to be honest with you, I've kind of been interested in it and giving it a shot myself. I don't know like how I would do it. I was more so thinking maybe like integrating some of it into my content of like, yo, as a VTuber, especially if you get like a really complex model created, you could do a lot of really cool things on camera that I can't do with me just sitting here. Like, you know, I could do all sorts of animation and stuff like that, opposed to just like me sitting in the chair and then having visuals occasionally. I could have me doing crazy things and also the visuals. So your thoughts on that? But yeah, School Days, anytime I ever see School Days, I get a little nervous to check like, oh god, why is it trending now? What is happening? Next up, let's get a little bit of info on the upcoming Seven Deadly Sins manga. It says the Seven Deadly Sins sequel manga is outlined. The Four Knights of the Apocalypse launches on January 27th. The 4th and 5th combined 2021 issue of Kodansha's weekly Shonen magazine revealed on Wednesday details about Mokushiroku no Yonkishi, the Four Knights of the Apocalypse, the direct sequel to Nakaba Suzuki's The Seven Deadly Sins manga. The sequel will once again be set in Britannia, and it will begin at a place called God's Finger. The manga will launch in the magazine's 9th 2021 issue on January 27th. The magazine previously teased the sequel's protagonist boy and new animal companion pictured right. So we got the little visual, which doesn't that look like Hellbrum? Honestly, that looks like Hellbrum to me. I never finished Seven Deadly Sins, and I'm actually waiting to see if they do a good job with the anime or not to decide if I'm going to go with anime or manga. But that's really, really dope, and I'm curious how long this is going to be, if Nakaba's going to make this a shorter series or what's up with that. But either way, Seven Deadly Sins, January 27th, God's Finger. Next up, an update on Attack on Titan. Let's read. Attack on Titan manga editor says, Kodansha is taking strict actions against illegal uploads. Editor states Kodansha is discussing the matters with police. The Twitter account for the editor of Hajime Isayama's Attack on Titan manga made a statement on Thursday regarding copyright infringement of the manga, stating, Kodansha is taking strict action against illegal uploads. Currently working on identifying the root of the leak. All other illegal uploads are also under discussion with the police. We hope you will continue to enjoy our official products. I'm not sure maybe if the latest chapter like leaked out early, because right now it's Christmas Eve and you know the manga doesn't come out until like usually the first week of the month. So maybe the new chapter leaked out and that's why they're going to the police. Other than that, I don't know why he would bring that up, because again, first of all, Attack on Titan is ending and you know manga is always pirated, so that's really odd. Again, maybe the manga leaked early or something like that. I'm not sure. So next up, let's talk some Pokemon. It's been like 20 something years of us hoping and wishing and waiting for the day that we find out about Ash's father. That was something that I think they even, I want to say maybe like 15 years ago said like, yo, we're getting ready, we're gonna show him, and then they never did. Well, we got a little bit of insight according to this article. Let's read. Ash reveals his father's character in upcoming Pokemon Secret of the Jungle anime film. Outside of a brief mention at the start of the Pokemon anime, which was then remade in the 2017's I Choose You film, Ash's father has been something of an enigma. What we do know is that Ash's fathers and grandfather are both on their journeys to becoming Pokemon masters, leaving Ash to be raised by his mother and an always around Professor Oak. Surprisingly, even though Ash has been on television multiple times throughout his journey, his father hasn't been mentioned once until now. The director of the upcoming Pokemon the Movie Secrets of the Jungle anime film, Tetsuo Yajima, spoke to Oricon on December 24th, a day before the release of the film in Japan, about the father and son bond themes found in the story. As a father himself, Yajima's outlook on life he had until now changed once he became a dad, and the film reflects his newfound outlook, becoming a movie about the love between parent and child, which is seen in the bond between Zarude and Koko. Feeling it would be unnatural for Ash not to discuss his own family when learning of the situation, Yajima decided for the first time in the anime's franchise to have Ash describe his father's personality and character. Ash exclaims at one point in the film that watching Koko and Zarude reminds me of times with my dad. Yajima goes on to explain that the origin of Ash's own characters comes from his father, who shares a very similar personality as the 10-year-old. Pokemon the Movie Secrets of the Jungle is releasing in Japan on December 25th, 2020 after being delayed due to the pandemic and whatnot. So yeah, it's not the greatest amount of information or anything like that. It's basically just saying that Ash is similar to his father. Yeah, I thought it would be a little bit more than that, but hey, at least there's some mentions. Maybe this is progress to eventually getting a full-on showcase. Like, just imagine a film, or I guess ideally I'd prefer a film, because to be honest with you, I'm not the biggest fan of like watching the actual anime TV series, whatever. A big film, Pokemon Legacies Within or something like that, and finding out like Ash having to battle his father, or running into his grandfather first, and then eventually another one down the road of his father or something like that. That would be insane. So them mentioning it again, it's not the biggest amount of information of like, you know, Ash remembers times with his own dad, and that Ash is kind of, you know, his father's personality is similar to Ash's. It's like, at the very least, there's some progress to eventually getting to the point of seeing Ash's dad that we've all been curious of. I just hope it's not like 20 years from now when, you know, none of us really give a shit anymore, because to be honest with you, it's been 20 something years and we don't care that much now. Okay, people, and lastly, the story regarding Masashi Kishimoto's comments on My Hero Academia. We'll read and then we'll talk about it. Masashi Kishimoto's comments on My Hero Academia and the upcoming exhibition. I'm impressed with how good the costume designs for My Hero Academia are. I'm moved by how much thought they put where the design goes hand in hand with the fighting style of each characters. For example, Bakugo's gauntlet, etc. Each design portrayed the traits of each character's skills. I believe there'll be no other person that could put out such drawing art in a weekly basis, where time to make those arts were limited. The ability to produce smooth drawings with that amount of line and weekly basis is miraculous. From how I see it, among all Shonen Jump, My Hero Academia's drawings is the best. I want to see the raw manuscript, the thickness of the pen, etc. in an exhibition. That is humongous words. Basically, he's saying that My Hero Academia has the best art in Shonen Jump's manga. Wow. You know, that's huge for the creator of Naruto to come out, which he has been champion. If you haven't seen the video, I'll try to link it in the description below for you guys, that I made, where it was years back. I want to say it was probably like 2015-ish that Masashi Kishimoto came out and told the creator of My Hero Academia, surpass One Piece, you can do it. And then all these years later, now he's saying My Hero Academia has the best art in Shonen Jump. That's nuts. And I'm sure a lot of people are going to feel different ways. One Piece fans probably going to disagree. Jujutsu Kaisen fans are going to be like, hell nah. Black Clover fans are going to be like, yo, what are you talking about? Because to be honest with you, in my opinion, Black Clover has some of the best character designs in Shonen Jump. Like, the designs themselves look freaking insane. But again, that's my opinion. And My Hero Academia looks awesome too. And Kishimoto saying that, though, I can see fan wars coming from it. I can see it from afar. Like, damn.
It's all a fun deal till we meet up in the real, it'll be all.
But yeah, guys, curious what you think of the stories we talked about today. School Days VTuber Kotonoha, will you be checking it out? I won't. I've had enough of School Days from just my couple times watching the anime itself. Your thoughts on Chainsaw Man 6.4 million, My Hero Academia 30 million sold, amazing stuff. Ash's father, you think we'll be able to see him in the near future now that we're starting to get some type of mentions in this upcoming film? Or, I mean, that probably is a marketing ploy just to get people like, yo, Ash's father, there's a mention, one line in the entire probably like 2-hour film. Seven Deadly Sins sequel manga, are you hyped for it? Attack on Titan, what's up with that? Again, I'm wondering, like, did the manga chapter leak or something like that? Like, why bring that up? And Masashi Kishimoto, creator of Naruto, saying My Hero Academia has the best drawings, aka best art in Shonen Jump. Your thoughts on that, and just your thoughts on any story that we covered in today's episode. But that is all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. Hit that bell to get all notifications. And if you want to follow any of my other social media, links in the description below. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day. And remember the golden rule: anime and manga for life, boy. Have an awesome day. Peace in. And you guys just watched another episode of Forever News. Have an awesome day, people.
It's nights like this, and times like this, that I can give another hit. But I've got this inside a switch, a natural bliss, but that I miss.